For the past 11 days, I've been going over an underrated Nintendo game you should absolutely try every day, and today, on Christmas, I'm going over Super Paper Mario on the Wii. This game came out in 2007, and it's probably one of the most misunderstood Mario games Nintendo's ever made. A lot of people wrote it off because it wasn't a traditional turn-based Paper Mario RPG, and yeah, that disappointment is real if you really love the Thousand Year Door or the original, but if you look at Super for what it actually is, it's one of Nintendo's most unique games. Instead of turn-based combat, Super Paper Mario is a 2D platformer with a twist. At any time, you could flip the world into 3D, revealing hidden paths, secrets, and solutions that completely change how levels work. It isn't just a gimmick either, because the entire game is built around that mechanic. It constantly asks you to think, how do you go about progressing even when it looks like there's a dead end? What really elevates this game for me is the story. This is easily one of the darkest and most emotional narratives Nintendo's ever put in really any video game, not just a Mario game. Count Black, Tippy, and the rest of the cast feel like actual characters, unlike the bland characters of recent Paper Mario games. This game isn't afraid to deal with themes like loss, regret, and the end of entire worlds. It is weirdly emotional because, once again, this is a Mario game. The writing's fantastic, it's funny, it's self-aware, it's sharp, but also knows when to pull back and let moments land emotionally. There's jokes, but there's also quiet scenes that hit way harder than you'd expect from a Mario game. Gameplay-wise, it isn't perfect. Combat is simpler than classic Paper Mario, and some sections can feel uneven, but the creativity never stops. Between pixel abilities, shifting perspectives, genre-bending levels, and constantly changing ideas, the game never feels stale. While this may not be the Paper Mario game everyone wanted at the time, there's a reason people still talk about it 18 years later. I also am happy to announce I'm making a full retrospective talking about what made Super Paper Mario such a cult classic, so expect that sometime soon. And also, I do want to say, if you've been watching this entire series, Merry Christmas. I really enjoyed making this series, just going over some of my favorite games that don't really get a lot of attention nowadays. Like, most of them were on the Wii, DS. Most of them were either games I grew up with or like Wii U games that a lot of people just haven't played because they're on the Wii U, so I really want to just give those games some love. If you enjoyed the series, maybe I can make something else like this just to upload throughout the year. Maybe I can bring this back next December, so let me know. Also, you're probably watching this after you open your presents if you celebrate Christmas, so let me know some of the games you got, and be sure to subscribe.